All right, you beautiful bastards. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Erling Haaland,
Oh, yeah.
this fucking goal-scoring machine who's been tearing up the Premier League.
Absolutely.
You sent us his Wikipedia page, and holy shit, this guy's career is more fucked up than a football after a Tyson Fury uppercut.
Seriously.
And we've got a real expert here to break it all down for us.
I'm happy to be here.
So buckle up, buttercups. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, let's do it.
But first off, let's cut the crap.
Right.
How the hell was this guy born in Leeds, of all places? It's like finding a penguin in the Sahara Desert.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic considering Haaland has said his dream is to win the Premier League with Leeds.
Really?
His dad, Alfie Haaland, played for Leeds back in the day.
Oh, wow.
It's like destiny had a twisted sense of humor.
I know. Can you imagine the scenes if he actually pulls it off?
Yeah.
It would be absolute pandemonium.
It would be crazy.
But all right, let's talk about this guy's freakish athleticism.
Yeah.
Handball, golf, track, and field. And he even held a world record for standing long jump at 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck were the other kids doing? Eating crayons.
It's obvious he was destined for greatness.
I know, right?
That diverse athletic background probably helped him develop the insane physicality
Oh, for sure.
he displays on the pitch.
I mean, the guy's built like a brick shithouse
He is.
and moves like a cheetah on Red Bull.
That's a good analogy.
So let's walk through this guy's career trajectory,
Right.
which is basically a cheat code for Football Manager,
Yeah.
Brian Moldy, Red Bull Salzburg, Borussia Dortmund, and now Manchester City.
It's impressive.
It's like he leveled up at every stop,
Yeah.
just racking up goals like it's a goddamn arcade game.
And get this, Leeds United actually tried to sign him before he went to Red Bull Salzburg.
Really?
Talk about a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
The Premier League could have been a completely different beast if they'd snatched him up back then.
Let's not dwell on what could have been. It's just too painful.
I know, it's tough.
But yeah, his goal scoring has been off the charts from day one. 9 goals in a single match at the U20 World Cup against Honduras.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's not even fair. It's like playing against a team of toddlers.
It's ridiculous.
And his rise through the ranks has been meteoric,
It has.
breaking records at each club he's played for.
It's amazing.
At Molde, he won the Elite Syrian Breakthrough of the Year award at just 18.
Right.
Then at Red Bull Salzburg, he became the first teenager to score in his first 4 Champions League matches.
Unbelievable.
The guy's a walking highlight reel.
He is.
And then he moves to Borussia Dortmund
Yeah.
and becomes the first Bundesliga player to score 5 goals in his first 2 matches.
I know.
Is this guy even human?
It's hard to tell sometimes.
And then his move to Manchester City. Forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a goal fest of epic
It
proportions.
has.
Fastest to 2 hat-tricks in Premier League history. Fastest to 3 hat-tricks. First player to score a hat-trick in 3 successive home games.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on.
It does.
And he shatters the record for most goals scored in a single Premier League season.
Crazy.
In his first fucking season.
I know, right?
The previous record was 34 goals, and he casually bagged 36.
It's insane.
And he did it in fewer games than anyone else. It's like he's playing on amateur difficulty.
50 goals in all competitions.
Look!
He reached that milestone faster than anyone in Premier League history. It's mind-boggling.
All right, let's take a breather.
Okay.
We've thrown a lot of stats at our listener.
We have.
For someone just tuning in, which one of these mind-blowing stats stands out the most to you?
It's tough to choose, but I'd say the 50 goals across all competitions in a single season is the most impressive.
Yeah.
It's a testament to his consistency, ruthlessness, and sheer determination to find the back of the net.
I agree.
No matter who he's playing against, he's a constant threat.
Damn right. But he's not just a club legend. He's
No.
killing it for his country, too.
For sure.
He could have played for England, being born in Leeds and all.
Right.
But he chose Norway loyalty, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What do you think about that choice?
Some might say he chose the easier path to international success,
Yeah, maybe.
but I think it shows a genuine connection to his Norwegian heritage.
Yeah.
Plus, imagine the pressure of playing for England. Those fans are ruthless.
True, the English press can be brutal.
They can be.
And at just 24 years old, he's already Norway's all-time leading scorer.
Wow.
And let's not forget the 4 international hat-tricks. 4.
That's insane.
That's more than some countries score in a decade.
It's safe to say he's got a knack for finding the net no matter what shirt he's wearing.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty of time to add to that tally.
All right, enough with the numbers. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
What makes this guy tick on the field? What's his style of play like?
Haaland's like a goddamn cheat code because he combines everything you want in a striker.
What do you mean?
Strength, speed, positioning, finishing.
Okay.
He's a nightmare for defenders because he can bully you in the air, outrun you on the ground, and finish with either foot.
So he's basically a defender's worst nightmare.
He is.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of one of his shots, that's for sure.
You and me both.
And what makes him even more dangerous is his off-the-ball movement.
That's right.
He's not just a big lump standing around waiting for the ball.
No.
He's constantly making runs, finding space, and dragging defenders out of position.
He's a complete forward.
And people are taking notice. He's been praised by some of the biggest names in the game.
Yeah.
Like Gary Neville and Pep Guardiola.
I mean, Pep even called him exceptional.
Right.
And said he's never seen anything like him.
Oh, high praise.
And Jurgen Klopp had some choice words about him as well.
Like what?
He called Haaland a force of nature and praised his awareness and ability to find those tiny gaps in the defense.
So he's basically got a sixth sense for where the ball is going to end up.
It seems like it.
Damn high praise from some of the best managers in the world. It's like getting a Michelin star for your football skills.
Absolutely.
And who does Haaland himself look up to?
He's got an eclectic taste in players.
Really? Like who?
Zlatan, Cristiano, Ronaldo, Michu, Vardy, Aguero, Van Persie.
That's an interesting mix.
It is.
It shows that he admires different aspects of the game.
For sure.
From individual brilliance to tactical awareness.
Yeah.
But, okay, before we get too serious here,
Right.
I got to bring up something important. You've seen that rap video he made with his U17 teammates back in the day, right?
Huh?
Flow Kings.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget that?
Hilarious. The guy's got bars, man.
It's a classic.
Haaland's not afraid to be himself and have a laugh.
He's not.
I think that down-to-earth personality is part of his appeal.
I agree.
He doesn't take himself too seriously, which is refreshing to see.
Yeah.
In a world full of self-important footballers.
Absolutely.
It makes him more relatable to fans.
It does.
Especially the younger generation.
For sure.
It's not all about six-pack abs and fancy cars, you know.
No.
Sometimes it's about spitting some rhymes and having a good time.
Exactly.
But speaking of good times, did you hear the news?
What's that?
Haaland's going to be a dad.
No way. Congratulations to him.
He and his girlfriend are expecting their first child.
That's awesome.
Seems like everything's coming up Haaland these days.
He's got it all goals trophies. A beautiful girlfriend and now a baby on the way.
What more could you ask for?
Maybe a lifetime supply of that Norwegian brown cheese he loves so much.
I hear it's pretty funky.
It is.
But seriously, it's been a wild ride so far for this young superstar.
Huh.
We've gone through his early life, his meteoric rise, through the ranks, and the mind-blowing stats that make him one of the most exciting players on the planet.
Absolutely.
But the question on everyone's mind is, where does he go from here? He's only 24, so we're only just scratching the surface of his potential.
It's exciting to think about. So we've established that Haaland's a goal-scoring machine, but it's not just the quantity, it's the quality of those goals.
Yeah.
Some people, usually those salty Rivals fans, might try to downplay it and say he's just a tap-in merchant.
Tap-in merchant my ass. You don't score the number of goals he does without being an exceptionally well-rounded player. It's like...
It's just lazy analysis.
Yeah.
You know? He's got everything, strength, speed, and that clinical finish. He can score from anywhere with any foot. And his aerial ability is fucking ridiculous.
Exactly. And the way he uses his physicality to his advantage is remarkable.
It's like trying to wrestle a grizzly bear for a salmon.
He's not just barging through defenders, he's using his strength to hold up the ball,
Oh.
shield it from opponents, and create space for himself and his teammates.
And those headers, man. It's like he hangs in the air longer than a goddamn helicopter.
It is impressive.
But some people try to argue that his success is all down to Pep Guardiola's system at Manchester City.
Uh-huh.
That tiki-taka bullshit. What do you say to that?
It's true that Pep's system is incredibly effective, and it definitely plays to Haaland's strengths. But let's not take anything away from the guy's talent.
Right.
He's proven himself in different leagues under different managers and consistently delivered at the highest level.
He's not just a product of the system. He elevates the system. It's like giving a Ferrari a nitrous boost. Precisely. He makes everyone around him better. But you're right. There are some other contenders for the best in the world title right now.
Oh, yeah.
Messi's still doing his thing. Mbappe is lightning fast and deadly. And De Bruyne is pulling the strings in midfield like a puppet master.
It's a tough debate.
Yeah.
It's no doubt Messi's a legend. The little magician Mbappe's got that raw speed and power. And De Bruyne is a genius with the ball at his feet.
They're all incredible players.
But there's something about Haaland, that raw, unstoppable force that makes him stand out.
Yeah, it's like he's got this fuck you attitude on the pitch. Like
Yeah.
he's pissed off at the goal for even daring to stand in his way.
He's relentless. And that hunger to score is what sets him apart. It's like he's on a mission to conquer the footballing world one goal at a time.
I think you're right.
So with all this in mind, where does this leave us? What does the future hold for Captain Norway?
Well, if we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, we're potentially looking at a decade of Haaland dominance. He's only 24, which is mind-blowing considering what he's already accomplished. He could realistically break even more records, win more Golden Boots, more Champions League titles.
Wow.
Hell, he could even bag a Ballon d'Or or two.
Multiple Ballon d'Ors. Shit, that's a bold prediction. But you know what? I wouldn't put it past him. He's already been in the FIFA Pro World 11 3 years in a row.
He has.
Which shows you the level of respect he has among his peers.
Exactly. But let's be real for a sec. Even the best players have weaknesses. Every superhero has their kryptonite. What's Haaland's?
Good point. Nobody's perfect. What do you see as areas he could improve?
Well, he's not always the most involved in the build-up play.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can disappear for stretches of the game, and his touch can be a bit heavy at times, especially when he's trying to do too much with the ball.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Sometimes it's like he's trying to kill the ball with his first touch.
Right.
But honestly, those are minor nitpicks when you consider the sheer volume of goals he scores.
Yeah.
It's like complaining that a Lamborghini's cup holders are too small.
Exactly. Who cares about cup holders when you're driving a goddamn Lamborghini? But you know what's always bugged me? Why the hell did he change the spelling of his name? From Holland to Holland. It's like he's trying to erase his Norwegian heritage.
That's weird, right? Like he's trying to be more mainstream or something.
Apparently, it was a strategic decision for branding purposes to make it easier to pronounce and remember internationally. I guess Haaland does roll off the tongue a bit easier, but still it feels a bit calculated.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to be too slick.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe he's just a marketing genius in the making. After all, this is the same guy who dropped that legendary rap video with his U17 teammates. Remember, Flow Kings. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's so bad, it's good. You can't help but love him for it. It's like he's not afraid to poke fun at himself, which is a rare quality in professional athletes.
Yeah, most of them are too busy worrying about their image and their sponsorships. But Haaland just seems to do his own thing, whether it's scoring goals, rapping, or doing that weird meditation celebration.
It's that unique personality that makes him so compelling. He's not your typical robotic, PR-trained footballer. He's got this genuine enthusiasm for the game, this childlike joy that's infectious.
I think that's why people love him. He's not afraid to show his emotions. And speaking of emotions, there's been some chatter about his future at Manchester City. Is he going to stay there forever, or is he itching for a new challenge? You know, conquer a new league, win a Champions League with a different team. What do you think?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? He seems happy at City, he's winning trophies, and he's got a great relationship with Pep, but there's always that allure of playing for a club like Real Madrid or trying his hand in a different league like La Liga or Serie A.
If he went to Real Madrid, he'd be following in the footsteps of his idol Cristiano Ronaldo. Can you imagine those two playing together back in the day? The world wouldn't have been ready for that kind of firepower.
It would have been insane. But honestly, it's all speculation at this point. Only time will tell what the future holds for Haaland. He could stay at City for another 5 years, win everything there is to win, and then move on to a new challenge. Or he could get bored and demand a transfer next season. Who knows?
That's the beauty of it, right? We have no fucking clue what he's going to do next. But whatever it is, it's going to be entertaining as hell. All right, folks, we've dissected Haaland's goal-scoring prowess, his strengths, his weaknesses, and his questionable name change.
We've even touched upon his rap career and his impending fatherhood.
But there's still more to explore. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll delve deeper into Haaland's impact on the game, his cultural influence, and what his legacy might be.
It's wild to think about how much Haaland has shaken up the football world in such a short time. His move to Manchester City was like dropping a nuclear bomb on the Premier League.
It's like they added a cheat code to their already stacked team. I mean, they were already a dominant force, but with Haaland, it's game over, man.
Poor defenders.
They never stood a chance.
It's like sending a chihuahua into a pit bull fight.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But it's not just about the goals, though. It's the way he scores them that's so captivating.
Yeah.
He's got this primal instinct, this raw power and aggression that's almost animalistic.
He's like a goddamn lion stalking its prey in the penalty box. 1 minute he's lurking in the shadows invisible, then bam! He explodes out of nowhere and buries the ball in the back of the net before the keeper even knows what hit him.
The speed, the precision, the sheer force, it's mesmerizing to watch.
He makes it look so effortless.
He does.
Like he was born to do this. And you got to talk about the celebrations, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're almost as entertaining as the goals themselves. That meditation pose, the Zen Master vibe, it's so unexpected from a guy who looks like he could bench press a small car.
It's a brilliant contrast, right? This hulking figure, all brute strength and aggression, suddenly transformed into a serene, meditative presence. It's like he's found this inner peace amidst the chaos of the game.
Maybe that's his secret weapon. Capping into some cosmic energy or some shit. Like he's channeling the spirit of 1,000 Vikings or something.
Who knows, man? Maybe he's a footballing shaman. But whatever it is, it's working.
Shaman or cyborg. The guy's a force of nature, no doubt about it. But there's got to be something that drives him to be this good, this relentless. What's the secret sauce, the fuel that keeps this beast going?
Well, from everything I've read and heard, he's incredibly dedicated and disciplined. He's got this relentless work ethic, a constant desire to improve. He's always pushing himself to be better, stronger, faster.
Yeah, he's not one of those prima donna footballers who spends more time on Instagram than on the training ground preening and posing.
Right. He's obsessed with the game, and that dedication shines through in every match he plays.
Yeah.
He's not content with just being good. He wants to be the best.
So what's the takeaway here for us mere mortals? Can we learn anything from this goal-scoring behemoth? Besides, you know how to find the back of the net with the precision of a heat-seeking missile.
Absolutely. His story is a testament to the power of hard work, dedication, and self-belief. He's not afraid to set ambitious goals and then work his ass off to achieve them.
Even if those goals involve scoring a shit ton of goals and becoming a global icon, right?
Exactly. It's about pushing yourself beyond your limits, never settling for mediocrity. It's about that hunger, that drive to be exceptional.
All right. Enough of the motivational bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up with a final thought. Where do you see Erling Haaland in 5 years?
5 years. Shit, the guy could be ruling the football world by then. Multiple Ballon d'Ors, Champions League titles galore, maybe even captaining Norway to international glory. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Or maybe he'll be retired living on a private island surrounded by his trophies and a harem of supermodels, sipping champagne, reminiscing about the good old days when he used to terrorize defenders.
Hey, anything's possible with this guy. But one thing's for sure, Erling Haaland is a name we'll be talking about for decades to come. He's a legend in the making.
Damn right. All right, folks, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of Erling Haaland. We've covered it all, from his insane goal-scoring stats to his quirky personality, his meditation celebrations, his questionable rap career, and even his soon-to-be fatherhood.
We've explored his rise to superstardom, his unique playing style, his impact on the game, and his potential to become one of the all-time greats.
But the best part is, this is just the beginning. This guy's only 24, is already rewriting the history books. So keep your eyes peeled, because Erling Haaland is only going to get bigger, better, and more badass with time. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see him fulfill that childhood dream of winning the Premier League with Leeds United. That would be a story for the ages. Until next time, keep it real, keep it deep, and keep on scoring those goddamn goals. Peace out.